Hey, this is Irvin Griffin, and I'm welcome to another video. I'm not branding this one. Yesterday I was watching another video from another YouTuber, and they were talking about the former Miss America. Yes, a lot of people, even though she was stripped of that crown, a lot of people still refer to her as a former Miss America, Vanessa L. Williams. Not to be confused with the other Vanessa Williams of New Jack City and Soul Food, the series fame, and also a fame for a while on the soap opera Days of Our Lives. Ironically, this Vanessa Williams also was involved in the Soul Food franchise, but she was involved in the motion picture. But anyway, back to the subject. She was talking about her career, and she was talking about the controversy around the nude photos that she took back in the 80s, which were described as pornographic. And it dawned on me, I had never seen these photos. I had heard of them, but I had never seen them. So I decided to look them up. Now, out of respect for Miss Vanessa Williams, I'm not going to show them here. And also, I don't want to get flagged by YouTube. Because even edited, those photos are quite sexy and, to be honest, very provocative. Particularly the ones where she took with another female, looked like Caucasian female, which, if I had to be honest, like I said, they were quite artsy, quite sexy, and quite frankly, she looked like she was really enjoying herself. And yes, if it sounds like I'm trying to imply something, I am a little bit. But those photos cost her her crown, which even to this day, most black people and even other non-black people even felt was ridiculous. But you got to remember, it was the 1980s. The 1980s was very, very conservative back then. And were very funny, especially to black women or even non-white women in general. And I even told a friend, I was like, had this have been Farrah Fawcett or Morgan Fairchild or Lonnie Anderson, heck, even Madonna did worse than this in the 80s. But had it have been one of them, probably not as much would have been made of it. But because it was Vanessa Williams, and especially because she was Miss America at the time, a whole lot was made of it. Which, if those photos would have came out today, if you could have transported Vanessa Williams in her prime to today, and those photos would have came out, would I be wrong to say she probably would have been? I mean, she's already popular and well respected, and she has made her career, and you have to applaud her for bouncing back. However, if those photos would have came out today, you think it would have affected her like it affected back then? I personally don't think so. I think had those photos, even with the photos that she took with the other woman in there, had they came out today, I would dare say she probably would have been mega popular, in my opinion. I mean, maybe with the older crowd probably would have been frowned, but the younger crowd probably would have really gotten behind her had those things came out today. Because, I mean, you look at what you've seen in the last 15, 20 years. The Madonna, Britney Spears kiss. Look at the stuff Cardi B does. Look at that recent video that came out with her and Normani called Wild Side. I mean, and some of the implications there. And those women are probably about the same age as Vanessa was back then. Had those photos came out today, she may or may not have been stripped of the crown. Back then it was definite. Today, not necessarily. But I think there would have been way more of an outpouring of support. And I guess what I'm saying in this video, Vanessa Williams' career is a testament of how you could take something that could have buried you and bounce back. But it's also a viewpoint and a mirror and a window of how times have changed. Had those photos came out today, and I know I'm repeating myself, had those photos came out today, it might have been a very different story. But anyway, I just want to make a video about that. I'm out.